We're living in quite a different world today. And if you're an old school type executive manager or leader who likes to crack the whip, this stuff is going to sound just like some fluffy feel-good concept that probably won't be your thing. However, if on the other hand you find yourself in business doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, which hasn't been working for you, then you'll definitely want to keep listening, because we're going to help you create a cultural organization that people want to be a part of. It has been proven that purpose-based organizations generate significantly more revenue than their business counterparts. If you're not sure, then examine your turnover rate. As outlined in a Salesforce blog, this theory states that turnover naturally affects performance because those that leave are often the most experienced staff, and it naturally takes time to replace that experience. In a study by Northern Illinois University, offices with low turnover post average profits 4 times higher than those with high turnover. Turnover is a great indicator as to how well liked you or your organization really is. If your turnover rate is greater than 3%, you better keep listening, because you need to figure out the correlation of purpose and profit and how they actually go hand in hand. In case you haven't heard about the remarkable results companies are experiencing because they've learned this number one secret to success in business, then I have a story I'd like to share with you. We've been a consultant for the company Chris B. worked for the last 15 years. Early in his tenure, the organization experienced a lot of turnover. And turnover may sometimes be necessary, but sometimes you lose a lot of good help this way. And it costs organizations billions of dollars a year to keep replacing employees. Well, thanks to Chris B., turnover was very high. People were actually afraid of him. Let me provide you an example of one incident caused by our old school manager, Chris B., so you can get to experience his intimidation style leadership. One employee had been called into Chris's office, and instead of marching right into the lion's den, this employee instead marched over to HR and quit on the spot. He would rather look for another job than have to march into Chris's office and take whatever bashing was about to happen. Now, mind you, Chris B. attended a lot of our trainings time and time again, and he would question our teachings throughout the years until we finally one day challenged him to try it our way. We coached him and instructed him to have a meeting with one of the employees who there had been previously a lot of conflict between the two of them, mainly because of Chris B.'s management style. We convinced him to have this meeting, but he was not allowed to say no. Chris B. wanted to prove us wrong. He honestly believed in his old school ways that you had to have a heavy hand to get things done. Once he gave it a try and turned his paradigm upside down, instead of proving us wrong, he actually proved us right. Their conversation went remarkably well, and he noticed something different. If you treat people as equals, or at least with respect, they will show you the respect you deserve. It was a turning point for Chris B. Today, Chris B. is the CEO and CFO of that same organization. He's grown so much. It's almost like a true life story of how the Grinch stole Christmas. Today, the organization thrives under Chris B.'s leadership, and he's taking his newfound skills even further. Chris B. wants to leave a legacy behind, so they are in the process of learning how to become a purpose-driven organization. Nowadays, he's looking at the bigger picture, and he's using our Finding True North workshop to teach all of the managers of the organization how to create an organizational culture that engages each of their employees. One of the owners has recently taken the Finding True North class as well, and now they're going to send everyone through the program so they can become a true purpose-based business. which will significantly increase their revenue over time. As Simon Sinek once said, the leaders who get the most out of their people are the leaders who care most about their people.